So, Amazon just dropped their latest earnings report, and let me tell you, it's way more than just numbers on a page. This isn't just about how many packages they shipped. Nope, this is a look into an AI-powered future that is, well, it's happening right now. We're going to dig into this report and uncover the real story, how artificial intelligence is quietly taking over every single piece of the Amazon empire. All right, here's how we're going to break this all down. First up, we'll check out their report card. Did they pass with flying colors? Then we'll peek under the hood and see where the real money is coming from inside this massive company. After that, we get to the main event. How is their huge bet on AI actually paying off? Then we'll look at everything else they've got going on, because it's a lot. And finally, we'll see what Amazon itself is predicting for the near future. Okay, first things first. The big picture. How did Amazon really do this quarter? Let's jump straight to the headline numbers. Let's just start with this jaw-dropper of a number, $167.7 billion. And get this, that's not for a year. That's their net sales in just 3 months. I mean, to put that into perspective, that's bigger than the entire annual economy of quite a few countries. Just wow. But it's not just about how big that number is, it's about how fast it's growing. That's a 13% jump from this time last year. This is not a company that's just cruising along. No, they are slamming their foot on the accelerator. And you know, it's one thing to sell a lot, but it's another thing to actually keep the money. And boy, are they keeping it. Operating income is up 31%. And net income, that's up a massive 35%. This tells you that Amazon is getting incredibly efficient. It's becoming a lean, mean, profit-making machine. Okay, now here is where the story gets really, really interesting. Look at this. The cash they make from their actual operations, up a very healthy 12%. But their free cash flow, it's down 66%. So what's going on here? It's pretty simple, actually. Amazon is on an absolute spending spree. They are pouring billions and billions back into the business, specifically into building out the AI infrastructure that they believe is their future. So where is all this money actually coming from? Let's crack this thing open and look at the 3 main pillars holding up the entire company. No surprise here, their North American retail business is still the king of the castle, making up a whopping 60% of all their sales. But you can't sleep on their international business at 22%, and the real powerhouse, Amazon Web Services, or AWS, pulling in 18%. But sales only tell you half the story. Now look at the profit. North America brings in a ton of revenue, sure. But look at AWS. With just a fraction of the sales, it delivered more than half of the company's entire profit. How? Because providing cloud services is an incredibly high-margin business. And for a huge chunk of the internet, Amazon is the cloud. So, what's fueling that cloud engine and pretty much every other part of the company? Well, that brings us to the real theme of this entire report. Amazon is going all in on artificial intelligence. And hey, you don't have to take my word for it. This is the game plan, straight from the CEO himself. For Amazon, AI isn't just some new feature or product, it's the secret sauce they're going to bake into everything to change every single experience you have with them. This right here is the key to their entire strategy. And this is not just talk. They are putting this into action right now. They've got an AI called Deep Fleet that basically acts as a super smart air traffic controller for over 1 million robots in their warehouses. They have another one, Kiro, that's like a genius co-pilot for their own software developers. And for you and me, they're rolling out a much smarter Alexa, and even a tool that uses AI to give you audio summaries of product reviews. It's kind of like having a personal shopper right in your ear. So when you zoom out, what do you see? It's this 3-part AI strategy. They're creating smarter shopping for us, building smarter warehouses for themselves, and offering a smarter cloud for all their developer customers. It's this incredible, virtuous cycle of AI-powered growth, and honestly, it feels like they're just getting warmed up. But to think of Amazon as just a store and a cloud company, well, you'd be missing a huge piece of the puzzle. Their ambitions are so much bigger. Let's take a quick look at the rest of their sprawling ecosystem, because some of the moves they made this quarter are just mind-boggling. And of course, we can't forget about Prime Day, the Super Bowl of shopping. This year's event was the biggest one they have ever had. And what's cool is that small and medium-sized businesses selling on the platform also had a record-breaking year. It's truly a win-win for almost everyone involved. It's not just the little guys either. Even a global giant like Nike is now all in, launching its own dedicated store right on Amazon's platform. I mean, when one of the most iconic brands in the world decides they need to be on your team, you know you've built something powerful. But again, Amazon's goals go way beyond just selling stuff. They are making a serious play for your living room TV. They just signed an absolute dream team of NBA legends. We're talking Dwayne Wade, Dirk Nowitzki, Steve Nash for their new basketball broadcast. Why? Because live sports are one of the last true appointment viewing events left, and Amazon wants to own that moment. And the list just goes on and on. They're literally launching satellites into space to create their own internet service. Their NASCAR coverage is bringing in the youngest audience the sport has seen in a decade. They're even making the next James Bond movie, and all the while, on the back end, AWS is just quietly signing these massive deals with some of the biggest companies on Earth. It's this giant interconnected web, and every part of it feeds the others. So yeah, that was one heck of a quarter. But the big question is always, what's next? Let's wrap things up by looking at what Amazon itself is forecasting. So, are they expecting to slow down? Not a chance. According to them, it's pretty much more of the same. They're predicting another quarter of double-digit growth, with sales pushing up towards $180 billion. That's not just confidence. That's a company that knows it has momentum and is planning to keep on rolling. So, when you put it all together, here's the real takeaway. Amazon isn't just building an AI business. It's using AI to build its version of the world. And as this tech gets smarter, as it gets woven deeper into everything from their warehouses to your shopping cart, it leaves us with a pretty massive question. What does a world really look like when a single company's AI is this deeply embedded in our daily lives? What comes next?